go like this. He hits the ball. I want this hand, so he hit the forehand. And I explained this last time. He changes the grip, and his hands stay right here. See my hands? They go at the same, just straight back. I don't want him doing any of this. Probably the best guy to watch. Watch Djokovic. He just takes the racket back. His hands are like this. Okay, but he goes all the way back to the point where this shoulder is almost under the chin. And what I'm seeing over there, when he was hitting the ball with you, your hands are good. It's not like he's going up or they're too high, but he's just kind of going like that to hit the ball. So what happens is, even though we're always talking about the mechanics of the arm, the body, I can't stress it, the body has to coil so it can uncoil. It has to be loaded so it can unload. It has to be coiled so it can uncoil. Does that make sense? I was just watching the other night, Djokovic, like he's running around hitting his forehand, he's like this. See, even on the inside out, I could see his back. Because a lot of times on the inside out, the kids are like this. I've probably mentioned that to him before. When you coil the upper body, then when you release it, you got more torque coming back into the shot. It's like hitting a baseball or a golf ball. You wouldn't be facing the net. If you do, you're just going to lose power. So that's why I was telling your dad, I want you to hit early. I want him to take it aggressive, right off the bounce. That's going to trigger like him to rush or get excited. But he has to feel. He has to feel this position. And the kids, what happens is they don't feel the position because they're excited and they want to rush. So you got to know on the forehand that I feel that. I feel that. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. I got to feel it on the other side of the body. And that's the hardest thing to get the kids to understand, or even coaches, because he can get away with not doing it.
Right.
He can still get the power. See what I'm saying? But he has to feel the stretch on the other side of the body.
Okay.
That's to me like, that's the marker to know, okay, I set it up correctly. Now, if it's an emergency shot, I understand. He won't do that every time. But I'm just talking the bread and butter, his regular stroke mechanics. He should always feel the preparation on the other side of on the other shoulder.
On the other back of the other shoulder, right?
And that if you can, and you'll be, now, all that being said, he did it wrong. See, all that being, well, his elbow went behind. That's what you don't want to go, oh yeah. When I tell the kids that, they turn and then the elbow goes on the other side of the body. So it's what we call to the outside. Everything's to the outside, it's not to the inside. So yeah, now you don't want to get too far to the outside, but my point is, if he doesn't feel it there, he's probably not optimal.
Right.
Does that make sense? Show him. Yeah, so he wants to feel it right in there, all right? Then when you pull it, obviously you know the mechanic, the racket's gonna flip down and then go forward. But that's, to me, that might be the best thing that I'll probably tell you all day. Because just watching over there, I don't like how he coils to set up for the ball. But I do like you were trying to hit it earlier or off the bounce. I could see when you were rallying with your dad, that's what you were doing. He has to feel, he almost has to over-exaggerate what I just said, but you got to make sure the racket stays on the hitting side.
Yeah.
That's where so you might accomplish one, and then you create another problem.
Right.
Or he's hitting the ball early on the rise, but he's not turning all the way that he should. And this is how you get the muscles to what we call, they relax and then they flex. It's that short cycle stretch, the stretching of the muscle that fires. It's good, buddy, good. Not bad. Good, now let me explain. Because what I'm going to do, because obviously you're at a whole different level. What I'd like to do on the forehand and backhand and serve, every time there's a correction or a mistake, or even if it's a positive one, I want to tell you now exactly why you missed it. All right, because it could be your technique, it could be your feet, it could be his mind, it could be a combination, it could be like a blend of a couple different things. I love how he ran up for the ball, and there's actually, I sometimes want the kids to run through it, sometimes when it's low and short, so they can come to the net. But you ran through the ball that time because you were rushed, excited, and you just tried to hit it so early. So try to get yourself more balanced on that shot and get your racket more low to high. Very, very important. Every shot's going to be a little different. Pretty good. Nice. Good. A little more stretch. Watch it. I need a little more stretch or a little bit more of a take back, and try to get the leg drive. The leg drive and the hip going a little faster. Remember, at the end of the day, how fast I can get this going, that makes this go faster. Because you always had like a habit when you were little to play, he overplayed obviously with his arm. Remember we had that discussion when you first started coming, how you would just play with the upper body. The more you do this, that makes this go faster. So it all starts from the ground. Nice stroke, pretty good stroke. Good try, you're too far from the ball. Pretty good stuff. Nice, now, you're very quick. You got a lot of fast twitch stuff going on. Make sure when you do this, when you pull it, get full extension of your arm and then come across. Yeah, full extension of the left arm and then come across. Good try. You decide, open or close stance here. Good try, a little too far away from it. Good try. Yeah, the number one thing that I see, forget your techniques. I know you're gonna have good strokes. The relationship between you and the ball, either too close, too far away, whether it be north, south, east, or west. I see sometimes you're just, and I think the more you play, the more that you can work on exercises or drills, more up and back, it's gonna help you. So I just see that you're hyperextended or your body's stretched just too soon. So you're not like exploding like that. See, that was good. See, everything happened there. Where the others look like, not that you were too tight, but you were a little too mechanical because you were too far from the ball. Looked like you had to force it. Set. Not bad. Feel the spin. Doing a good job. Lock it in. Not bad. Again, back up. Let's go. Hit and react. Hit and react. I got to see it more like a match. Balance yourself. Not bad. Again. Now, next thing, technically, I want to see something. Come here. See if when you hit the ball. Go ahead and set it. Come on up here a little bit. When he pulls the racket, I want to see that angle? See if the racket can go like that. Show me what you think I just did. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to watch. See how the angle, the racket's down?
Can you do that again?
Now this happens so quickly, it goes like this. But the racket it's in that position on contact. Look familiar? Same as the forehand, the flip and everything. So I didn't want to get that deep into that before because there's just so many other little things you need to do. Set your racket, your elbow, set your racket. Your elbow position is good, turn a little bit more. Now, go ahead and start to pull with the right, but do that again. No, watch. Ready? Do that, set the racket. No, you got the racket, ready? Good. You see then, when he comes through at the end of the stroke, this is when you hear me say, come across or turn it over, or I might have said these things to you. I want the racket to come through like this. I'm not saying there wouldn't be some shots you could, hit very, very flat like that. Do it again. Do that again. Yeah, see how the racket's this way? Show me. Does anybody ever tell you, like on your backhand, once in a while to get more topspin? Or not really? Okay.
Besides me? Spin, spin, spin.
Again. Now, go ahead and push it down too soon. Go ahead and put the racket there. No, on the backhand. Just go ahead and put your racket. Now push the hand down like I want. No, see how it's like that? I'm not saying that's wrong. Turn. Go like this. See how my strings are more at the ground?
Yeah.
Not that. Come here. And I know you feel like, hey, it's going to go into the net. It's not going in. It might go in the net, but it shouldn't. Go back. Okay. So just straighten out your arm with a racket. See, the racket's going to flip down. See, this is the flip that I'm talking about. It's more. Where do you go? See, when he pulls it.
Sorry.
And I even tell some of the kids to do this prematurely, okay, just so they understand the concept. And if you have to do that, that's fine. Because then when he goes through the ball, the racket's going to come like that. It won't come more like that. And the only reason I'm bringing this up because I see you're doing much better on everything. Show me what I'm talking about. Even if you have to make the strings face down. No, it's not the racket. See, it's not dropping the racket down or putting the racket down. That's not really what I'm saying. What I'm saying is make his strings go down. See, when he goes to this, see when he pulls the racket, how the racket comes out like that? It happens so quick you can't even see it. Now, if maybe the ball's high, it won't happen as much. But I want him to show me he can do that. Let's go. Even if it's what I call manufactured, it's okay for now. Because I want to just introduce this and you and your dad can you'll see where I'm coming from. That's all right, I understand that. Don't do it too soon. Set the racket. But see, what he basically is going like that.
Right.
See, I want him to go like that.
Okay.
Give it a shot. Don't get frustrated on it. Okay? Again. You're doing a great job. That was good. Great job. But watch, not this way. See, see where it's still, because remember the premise, shorter stroke to the outside. Or we could be going the other way. It's still going to be, it's not going the other way. Yes. Try it. Even if it's early. Attaboy. See how see the racket then comes like this.
Yep.
And I couldn't even think about anything like this before. All right? The only reason why I'm doing it, so you have something to practice now, so I can kind of put the icing on the cake here. I know you got to do the things I said earlier better, but I wanted to introduce this to you today. Better. I know you're doing it too soon. And then I have other people here that do it too soon sometimes. It's going to be it should be part of the pull. When they pull it, it's part of the flip. See how the racket, I shouldn't have to make them do that, but if I have to get them to get the feeling, better. You're doing really good. That's the old, because you just went like this. You just kind of pulled it and the racket went that way. Does that make sense? Good. Again. Push that hand down. Better.
Yeah.
Better. Do that. Just trust me on this. Just trust me. Forget the result. Forget the result. There's other factors here. You're thinking. Calm down a little bit, buddy. Come on. I know you can do that. And it's all going to be part of the flip. Keep going. Stay with me. Even though that was what we call pre-registered, okay? You made it happen when the racket's like this, and I swing it. Just watch this. See how it goes like that? See how the racket, it's going to go like that. That last shot was so right, okay? From what I want. You're really thinking. You're really thinking. You're thinking. Again, strings down a little bit more. There you go.
That's great.
See? Hustle. Other than weird, because I know that it feels weird pushing your hand down like that. Other than weird, what's that feel like?
It feels cleaner in a different
Interesting.
way.
You're gonna get more spin. You'll get just as much power. Hello? Hey, buddy.